Are you an individual that uses their debit card for majority of your purchases? If so, you're doing yourself a major disservice to yourself. In the month of February, a case study came out that a whopping 54% of Americans only use debit cards and refuses to use credit cards, which shows that the financial literacy aspect is not a driving force. In today's lesson, we'll go over the 5 reasons why you should use credit cards and take your debit card and throw it in the back of your sock drawer. Let's dive in. There's actually several reasons why using a debit card is not beneficial, but I just wanted to compile it into 5. Sorry for saying this, but debit cards suck. Never worked in my favor. And it's costing you a lot of money. And I will explain in detail how I leverage my credit cards to my advantage. With the correct credit cards, they can allow you to fly for free, stay in luxurious hotels, and save you thousands and thousands of dollars by the end of the year. Refusing to use credit cards and only debit cards are preventing you from accessing a lot of free and easy money. The first reason I want to go over is no rewards or benefits. Unlike credit cards, which often offer rewards and benefits for using them, debit cards typically do not provide any rewards on spending, such as cash back. When you buy something online or in the store, you have the ability to receive cash back when you go to check out. People don't realize that over half of credit card offers offer this. It's literally cash in your pocket, roughly between 1 and 5% of what you spend. You can get a check mailed to you or get the points applied to your statement balance. And I know what you're wondering, how can these major establishments afford to pay me for spending money? That doesn't sound right. Is this a scam? Well, to break it down a little more, it's because merchants pay an interchange fee on every transaction. I'll give you a quick example. If you spend $100 in your favorite store and pay with a credit card, that establishment is only getting roughly $97 of that purchase. The other $3 are split with the credit card issuer and you. It's to keep you invested. It's more like taking money from the merchant and putting it back in your pocket. Stores typically want you to use your debit card rather than a credit card due to this, but it's great for the consumer. Like I said, with most credit cards, you should get around 1 to 5% cash back on every purchase. The second reason is no travel benefits. Some cards offer benefits along with travel insurance, rental insurance, and emergency insurance. With a debit card, you get none of these luxuries. One of the best travel cards that I have in my disposal is Chase. They even have a travel portal within their system where it shows all of the points that you have racked up over time, and you can convert them into a travel expense. Let me break it down. It shows you the points that you've racked up over time, and you'll be able to use those points to convert them into your travel expense. For example, if you had the Chase Sapphire Reserve card, then all of your points become 3 times the amount for travel. But this is just one card. American Express and many more have wonderful travel hacks for travel. All right, and the next reason why a debit card does not help you is no credit benefits. I'm pretty sure all of us need this. Unlike credit cards, debit cards don't offer any credit benefits like building credit history. Every time I'm swiping my card, I'm building my credit. And why is that? So when you pay with a credit card, you're technically not paying for it. It doesn't automatically leave your bank account like a debit card does. Or as soon as you swipe it, it leaves your account. When you're using a credit card, the credit card issuer is actually fronting the money and basically reimbursing them at the end of the month. So in other words, it's like a small term loan. And when you pay off that statement at the end of the month, and it shows you are a trusted borrower like in the previous video. And if you haven't seen it, the link is in the description below on how your credit works. On-time history is a big factor when it comes to your credit. That's why I advocate only using credit cards for purchases you can afford at that moment, because boosting your credit along the way will always be beneficial down the road. All right, coming in at number 4 is limited fraud protection. When someone steals your debit card or information, they can quickly drain your bank account. While most banks have fraud protection policy in place, they may take time to resolve the issue. and you may be without funds in the meantime. This has actually happened to me with a debit card and a credit card. I'll break down both scenarios. With the debit card, I lost $500, and the bank did this long, drawn-out investigation, and in the end, I didn't receive any of my money. Wait, I think I received like $110 or something. Fast forward to when this happened to me with my credit card, a transaction popped up. A transaction of $4,500 popped up, and I simply told them it was fraud. All right, the last reason is more of a perk in my opinion, but sign-up bonuses. Every time you sign up for a credit card that has promotion, you will receive X amount of points when you spend X amount of dollars in X amount of months. I know it sounds odd, but let me give you a quick example. Let's say American Express has a special where if you sign up with the gold card, you can receive 50,000 points when you spend $4,000 in the first 3 months. Spending $4,000 is not that hard if you have bills. I'll explain. In my opinion, what I would do is I would take that gold card and pay all of my bills. And I know I will hit their expectations within the time frame. Acquiring more credit cards is a good thing for your credit, as long as you're paying your credit card bills on time. I repeat, as long as you're paying your credit card bills on time. If you are not responsible with your finances, I say wait until you get a better grasp on them and then go after the ones you want. Now, quick recap. Having credit cards are super beneficial. I hope you found this video informal and helpful. And I hope you take your debit card and throw it in the back of your sock drawer. I want to thank you ladies and gents for taking time out to learn more with me. I will continue to drop as much knowledge as I can on this channel. My goal here is to have a growing community being filled and taught financial literacy. And until next time, ladies and gents.